point who's completed the very first lap. We've got Chris tucked in behind in second place. TS had Piolo, the Uni Clark, a very late entry. He's running P4 right now. He's got the late entry tonight. That guitar is P5. Slowly dropped down to P7. P5 seconds on the straight to the bottom of the back. J Watt, so Ben Gallagher, bad ball, throw, wave music,
Hiya Simon. Unfortunately no one heard what you said then. So I don't know how you want to fix your microphone, but I think there's something wrong. I can hear you fine, they can't. Unfortunately. Bring up the sound if you want, I'll turn it down on my headset. Turn up party chat, yeah. I'll keep them entertained. We're on board with that guitar dude in the Lamborghini. I don't think I've seen him in a Lamborghini before. He has been pressurised by TSR Piolo in the Bentley with lovely British livery on it. Very nice. A lot of Bentleys today. How many have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Bentleys. Wow. It is damp. It's greasy track, and it is raining. So I can imagine it'll change in the next 54 minutes. Behind is goalie. I can hear myself, Simon. There's a Mercedes of Jimmy Boy Horn, and he's been pressurised by goalie in the Porsche.
Hello Bailey, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Tell us in the chat if you can hear
Stream hear me.
I'll tell you now. I'm sure they'll help. Yes, they can hear you. Yep, all good.
Lovely, okay, we're back on board with things then.
Yes, we're on board with that guitar dude who's pressurising second position in... Hold on. No, we're not. We're on board with goalie who's pressurising Jim Boy Horn in the Mercedes, and he's in the Porsche. Close battle on track.
Oh, I see some contact with Prozac. He's just found himself in the barrier.
Oh yeah. And is that Lexus just let him by maybe to say sorry?
He has
maybe?
let him back past, yeah, he has let him back past. So, apologies again, ladies and gentlemen. We had some technical difficulties early on. Already at front, 6.5 seconds ahead. We've got Michael, he's absolutely leaving everybody behind. Uni Clark was the latest of late entries. He's found his way up to P2. And Goalie is down into P6. He qualified second on the grid, so he's fallen down on the opening 3 laps. It's taken us 7 minutes to really get up and running, so thank you for sticking with us, everybody in the chat.
That guitar dude, I was just saying just before when you left me, I've not seen him in a Lamborghini before, but he seems comfortable, and he is pressurising the Lexus driver, possibly making a move in the next 2 corners.
Yeah, we're right on board with that guitar dude then. He qualified mid-pack, I believe, so he's made some good progress in the opening stages of this race. And yeah, that guitar dude, he's been in an experimental phase with what Kai really wants to settle into. He's tried the Lexus, he's tried the Lambo, he's tried the Bentley. I've seen him try a couple of cars during a event, and he's making the Lamborghini work this time round.
He is a lovely chrome blue colour on that as well.
And it's nice to know we've got a couple of new drivers who I haven't seen on the grid before today. So TSR Piolo is there in 4th place. He's new tonight. Uni Clark, Goalie, Nakur, Science. Yeah, we've got a couple of new guys out there on the track today, and obviously the 1 hour of Nürburgring is specifically for anybody with a safety rating above 70 tonight. So we're trying out something different, trying to keep the grids clean. So it's been pretty uneventful so far, hasn't it, Bailey?
It has been. I mean, this track, as I was saying earlier, is so fun to drive. I was having a bit of a session earlier, but it is a tricky track when it's wet, sweeping corners, and it seems to be quite fast as well, which provides some good racing.
It is a mandatory stop in this 1 hour event, and I'd just like to point out those two at the rear of the field, Bailey. You got Tico and Chris. So Chris was running right at the front of the field, and he's decided to make a super early pit stop with 50 minutes remaining.
Something we don't know then. Yeah, that is early.
You do find it from some people from time to time. They just like to put in their own qualifying laps rather than battle this. And who are we riding on board with, Bailey?
I'm on board with Chris in the Bentley, but we can move our way up to that Guitardo. No, we go to Ben Gallagher. Wow, 3-car battle. Good thing we jumped on board. So Ben Gallagher sitting 9th in this battle, behind Nakia in the Mercedes, and then the Bentley of... I'm not going to let off that.
I'm just calling him Science Gamer tonight.
That's fine.
Science Gamer, he's leading this trio of cars here.
Yeah, something we saw from the AM sprint on Monday. The Bentley's very quick in a straight line, as it always is on most of the tracks, but particularly this one, it doesn't do well in the corners, but people don't tend to get past on the straights. As we see Ben Gallagher dive down the inside, doesn't get the move done. He's basically pushing that Mercedes along now. As he's going to send it down the
these
inside.
Conditions, Bailey, they're super tricky conditions to get it right in, you know.
They are.
You don't know whether you need a dry setup, wet setup, what the PSIs need to be, the track temperature, the ambient temperature. It all plays a part in having the right setup, and it can really make or break a race.
That guitar dude's sending it down the inside of TSR. No, he's not. He didn't get the move done. But that's a close battle. I think, is that all the way up to 6th? No.
Yeah, so
and
Uni Clark is a...
Yeah, Jim Boyhorn has crashed as well, if that's what you're going to say.
No, I was just about to mention that there was a BMW off track there. I don't know if it was Wazy or if it was Prozac, because Prozac's just come out of the pits, so I don't know if he was... he hadn't got his tyres up to the right temperature, but I was just going to say that Uni Clark has actually got a bit of a train forming behind him, because he's got that guitar dude breathing down his neck. He's got TSR right behind him, and then he's got a goalie just a bit further behind now, who's slowly making his way back up through the field, which is brilliant to see. He lost those positions early on, so he wants to make some headway and get himself back up into that P2 position that he qualified in.
Yeah, exactly, and I think...
Go on, Bailey.
No, I think I just saw someone disconnect because someone was going off track then. I think we've lost someone. They went a bit haywire.
I tell you, someone who has got it hooked up is Michael, who's out in front. He's almost 9 seconds ahead of the field now, and he's only been racing for 13 minutes. So he's got that Bentley in the perfect operating window, and that's a beautiful livery on that Bentley, I must say.
Yeah, that is a good one. I'll tell you who else has got a good livery on their Bentley. I think... Where is it? I think it's... No? Oh, have we lost him? We've lost the Bentley I'm talking about. Possibly. No, TSR. TSR Piolo. Really nice British livery. With the red, white and blue. And the British flag on the side. It's very nice. So if we look down the field, we will stay on board with TSR Piolo in the Bentley, but I'll keep my eye on 14th and 13th battling. That guitar.
Who we got 13th and 14th? Bad Bull and Wazy, is it?
Yes.
Wazy and Tro and Leon's foot at the rear of the field.
Yep. I wonder if the drivers are struggling to brake into turn one, because we know how heavy braking zone that is, and in the wet it's going to be 10 times trickier than if it was in the dry. A lot more car control as well.
Well, that's the problem, Bailey. We're on a greasy track and they're going to be running on dry tyres, so they're not going to have optimum grip levels out there, and the track temperature isn't going to be helping them either, so their braking points and positions every single lap are going to just be ever so slightly different from the lap before, and if they're following or racing against each other, it can really throw you off in the dirty air following someone.
Yeah, which car deals with dirty air the best then?
You're asking the wrong person.
I think the Bentley is such a big boat. I don't think it handles well, because obviously, as I was saying, it's fast in a straight line, but it couldn't get past that guitar dude just then. So maybe it's dealing with dirty air, especially sitting behind it.
Well, the thing is, Lamborghini's really good on top end speed as well, really.
Yeah.
So he is going to have to do something pretty spectacular if he wants to find a way past that guitar dude this evening.
Yeah, we know how tough a fighter that guitar dude is.
As I think we've just seen a change of position on the leaderboards. I've just noticed Bad Bull and Leon's foot. They're having a fantastic battle once again, Bailey. 0.2 separates them. We're going to go back to them.
Oh. Are you sure? Oh, sorry. Where are we looking?
I'm just riding on board, Bailey, with Ben Gallagher. He's right on the tail now of Science Gamer. He's looking for a move up the inside into turn 1. Is he going to be given space to make the move? He's now going to be on the outside into turn 2. And he's going to be going right round the outside. He can't make it stick quite yet. There's absolutely zero contact between these two. This is absolutely fantastic racing. He's had to tuck back in behind him then. He had the legs on him into turn 1, but he just didn't have the right line coming around the following section. And once again, he finds himself behind the Bentley.
Yeah, fantastic driving from both drivers there. He's been sitting patiently behind that Bentley as Ben Gallagher, and I think he's looking to make the panic.
He's flashing his lights, Bailey. He really wants to get the move done. He's obviously being held up by the Bentley of Science Gamer. As I I'm going back on board with this trio of cars, Uni,
yeah.
Clark, that guitar dude and TSR, Bailey.
That Bentley, wasn't he leading the pack at one point, or am I mixing up the battle?
I think he might be mixing up the battle because Uni Clark's held that second position.
Wow, look
from
how close
early
he is.
on.
He's going to make a move, I think. He is. He's going to look down around the outside before the chicane, or is he going to wait it out? Oh, look at it sliding. That Bentley's so planted.
TSR is definitely faster right now than that guitar dude, and that guitar dude is just holding him up. And I think what we're seeing here is just a concertina effect, because that guitar dude was held up by Uni Clark, which allowed TSR to be faster and go on the attack. And this is what's happening now. That guitar dude's just trying to defend his position, and TSR hasn't got anybody behind him, so he can just attack, which he's making it work for himself, but he just hasn't got the legs when it really matters.
I think we call that bullying, Simon.
What it is doing though, Bailey, is allowing Goalie in fifth place. He's now only 1.5 seconds behind, so that gap has come down drastically in the last 2 laps, and he's going to be right on the back of TSR come the following lap. So TSR really needs to make that move if he doesn't want Goalie to be hounding him.
So just looking at the comments, Simon, Baggy 38 is saying that Michael got lucky on the first lap and he doesn't seem to be pulling away. I mean, 8.6 seconds isn't a small margin, but he's sitting quite comfortably in 8.6. He hasn't changed that gap, hasn't gone up or down quite a while actually since I've looked. So maybe,
I mean, when you're leading a race and you've got an 8 to 9 second gap over the rest of the field, you can sort of
relax
a bit, and you don't need to push, you don't need to stretch your legs, you can just look after your tyres, look after your race. You don't need to do anything stupid. I mean, he probably hasn't pulled that 9 second gap out of pure pace. He's probably pulled it because the trio of cars behind him have been in this long race battle, so Uni, that guitar dude and TSR just slowing themselves down.
Yeah, and look who's joined the battle now. You're right, Goalie has now got into that critical gap, that margin of less than a second. So that gap has been coming down. Another battle to watch.
And if TSR isn't careful, he's looking to make a move up the inside. Stick on board with him, Bailey. He's getting a move done up the inside into turn 1 here this time round on lap number 11, but he's going to be on the outside going into turn 2. It depends if he can make it stick right round the outside in the boat.
No.
He hasn't got the job done this time round. Once again, he's going to be such a frustrated driver as TSR, because it's got to be said, that guitar dude is doing an absolutely fantastic job of defending that position.
Can't agree more.
He's going to want to be giving up that 3rd place.
No. Can Goalie get a free pass here? Can he get 2 cars from them doing mistakes and battling, I wonder, because he's looking so confident in that Porsche. Oh, and he's going to make a move.
I was just about to say the Bentley looks like it's sliding all over the place right now.
Yeah.
And this is going to be giving that guitar dude a bit of breathing space, because what's going to be happening here is TSR has gone attacking that guitar dude. He's now going to have to defend that position from Goalie and just try and keep hold of that 4th place rather than try and go on the attack and get that guitar dude. He's coming under all sorts of pressure here, and he's gone wide. He's got it all wrong, Bailey. Goalie is through.
Goalie is through. What a goal.
There was always going to be a football pen in this.
I had to.
But Goalie has definitely got the pace. Like we said, he qualified P2 for this race, and he unfortunately fell down the grid, and he's made his way back up to 4th place in this opening phase of the race. All these front runners and riders still obviously have to make their pit stop, so the pit stop strategy is all to play for. They can lose or gain a good 3 to 4 seconds if they get their pit stop strategy right.
Yeah, and I don't think TSR Piolo is done just yet. I think you would like to take that position back.
The thing is, TSR is he's got the pace. He was faster than that guitar dude. He just couldn't find a way through. If I was TSR now, I've just lost another position. I would be thinking about going into the pits now.
Yeah, possibly. I agree. Yeah.
He's sliding all over the place, so he might have his PSIs might not be in the right operating window. He's lost a little bit of speed right now, and he couldn't quite make the move on that guitar dude. I'd get into the pits and I'd reset yourself, and hopefully you gain those positions that you've lost back through the pit stop.
Yeah, and just a quick update for you. Ben Gallagher did get past Science Gamer. And
yeah, I do see.
There seems to be a lot of back markers, Simon. I'm seeing a lot of back markers all of a sudden. Dotted around the track. Oh, and
he's gone off.
yeah,
Science Gamer's gone off. He's into the gravel. So I think what we're actually seeing is not back markers, but it's people who have completed their pit stop.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so the track has actually
just
changed
out
to
of position
damp now.
right now on track.
Yeah, so the track is no longer greasy, it is damp, so they are starting to struggle with maybe possibly tyre grip, and maybe it's time, is damp enough, wet enough, sorry, for wet tyres, or?
Well, this is gamble they're going to have to take now.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
The guys who have yet to pit, and the guys who pitted early might be the worst off here, because they were obviously gambling on just having a clean, fast race, make an early pit stop and put in the laps, and then hopefully the race would come to them later on. But what they're going to find now is, as the track gets a bit more damp, has a bit more standing water, those dry tyres they got on are just going to be suffering.
Yeah, if you chuck on some wets now, you're gonna struggle with pace, maybe.
It depends. Because it's gone from a greasy track and it's gone to a damp track, it's going to be in that window of. It's definitely in that window of wet weather tyres now. It's just whether you can get those wet weather tyres to stay cool enough during your lap.
We're on board with ninth, the battle for 8th, and the Lexus driver has just tried to go around the outside. He didn't get the grip and the exit he needed, but he slotted back behind the Bentley, and he's going to try again, I presume.
Yeah, so I've stayed on board with Science Gamer. I've just been watching this. Evan IRL, he's trying to make his move, and what we find is the Lexus is one of the strongest cars in the wet, see, so...
Yeah.
As I say that, he does get it all wrong on the exit there. Yeah, he touches the gravel. But yeah, the Lexus is one of the stronger cars in these wet weather, damp weather conditions. And you know, we got Lexuses in 2nd, 6th and 9th at the minute, so... I'm just right on board. I'm just having a look at an update with Goalie and TSR. They're side by side coming out of the final turn. Bailey, you might want to ride on board with those two, because they're side by side going into turn 1. TSR, he is looking for a move back up the inside then. Goalie's going to be trying to get the switch back outside to inside. Does he make it work? He doesn't make it work this time around.
He's on the inside.
He's trying to make a move up the inside once again. He doesn't make it stick though.
Yeah, we're seeing that time and time again, aren't we? That corner is such an off-putter. It's not normal for a car to be taking a corner like that at speed, especially in damp conditions, and they struggle even in the dry getting grip around there, so there's no shock we're not seeing moves there.
No, that's the thing, and because it's such a long pit lane straight, the guys are going to be slipstreaming, and it's such a wide entry into that turn 1. There's a number of different lines you can take, so He hasn't really got much track time, Bailey. I'm just riding back on board with Michael in the lead. He's 10.2 seconds ahead right now. 32 minutes remaining, so we're coming up to the halfway mark. These front runners and riders are going to be thinking about making that one and only pit stop. And the track temperature isn't rising or isn't falling, so it seems to have settled on those 20 degrees track temperature, so it's not too hot for the tyres. So it really does all depend what these guys want to do when they come into their pit stops. But Uni Clark is coming under a bit of pressure from that guitar dude now, so that guitar dude has managed to shake off the pressure from TSR and Goalie, and he's managed to go attack himself, Bailey.
Yeah, so the Lamborghini driver is sitting comfortably in third, and he has been since we started, I think. He's been doing a lot of defending, not too many moves. He was battling at the start, I think, with Uni Clark, and then they fell apart. But I think this is round 2. Oh, we do have a battle, sorry Simon. 8th Evan IRL is battling, I think. No, it was Science yet again. He didn't get the
Science
move
Gamer
done.
and Evan IRL are going side by side then. And Evan IRL has picked up some damage on the inside of that car, so he's obviously been in the wars somewhere along the lines, and we've missed that one.
He's
flashing his lights. He's not a happy bunny, Bailey.
Yeah, I think he's flashing at the slower car, but just into turn 1, he had a half spin, and he's still, close. We've got a bit lucky, possibly. A lot of control. These drivers are very skilled, and these tricky conditions aren't ones to be messed with.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
So that guitar
Ben Gallagher, Bailey, he's made his way up to P6 right now. He is 11 seconds down on P5, but obviously
that's a good drive.
The guys around him have started to pit, and he's made his way up to P6, so he's having a really good race, Ben Gallagher. Lorna Hughes in the chat, Team Evo doing well. They are indeed doing well, Lorna. You've got a couple of Evo guys that I know, which is Evan IRL, Leon's Foot in P14. If there's any others that I've missed, just let me know in the chat. I believe Chris is one of them as well in P13.
In the Bentley, yeah, possibly. Ooh, that guitar dude's close. Very close. We didn't actually watch. They are struggling. That Lexus is really struggling for grip. I wonder if that's the Lexus car or all the drivers are struggling for grip. But we've seen Lexus now. It's the second time we've seen the Lexus do the same half spin, oversteer, snap. And maybe the conditions aren't right for the car. I don't think it's right to put wet tyres on. I think you just gotta deal with what you've got, I think, on. But that guitar dude is really piling on the pressure, isn't he, Simon?
He is indeed piling on the pressure. He's only 0.2 of a second behind him now, and it's going to be good. We haven't seen Uni Clark in a race with us before, so it's going to be good to see how he deals with pressure, because that guitar dude is certainly a racy character when he wants to be, and he won't be afraid to put a move on him when he sees the opportunity.
Yeah, we know that guitar dude's a wise driver. He's not gonna absolutely send it into turn 1. I think he did pull out of turn 1 of a move. I think he was definitely very close, so I have a feeling he backed out of it.
So we got some guys in the chat. Bailey, come on, Goalie and Bad Bull. That's Jax. He's part of the LNR community. And do you know what I love so much about these SOP Motorsport events, Bailey, is we've got a plethora of different racing communities that all race within SOP Motorsport, and it's such a fantastic thing to see within the Assetto Corsa Competizione communities that they all come together under one umbrella and all get together in these race events that we put on for them.
I mean, that's what we're here to do, and I think it works. It's really nice. It is nice to see. You're right. The support is a lot. There's a lot of support for the teams.
MSX in the chat saying a good call by Guitar Dude coming into the pits.
Yeah, we've got a battle in the pits, Simon.
I tend to agree, MSX. He's in and out, and the timing screens show that he's in P5 to me, Bailey. Is that right?
I think so. Who's that going slowly? There's a car going slowly. Can't see who it is. A Ferrari. I don't think he's in the battle though. We can't see what tyres they're on, can we? There's no way of checking.
Yeah, so obviously with this one mandatory stop, Bailey, there isn't a mandatory tyre stop, it's only mandatory refuel, so...
I see. Oh, that's why it's quite quick.
It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether the guys want to actually change tyres and have that extra 30 seconds in the pit stop.
Yeah, because it'll be a quick disadvantage, but in the long run, well, when I say long run, 25 minutes, if you got the pace, then go for it.
Well, it's certainly going to be interesting because that Guitar Dude is now the front runners of everybody who's pitted.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how much time he can make up on the guys ahead of him now. He is in a bit of traffic, I think. So it's going to be interesting to see now, Bailey, because you've got Uni, Clark and TSR in the pit. So let's ride on board with that Guitar Dude. He's actually quite close to these guys. He's going to get the jump, I think. He might get the jump on.
He's absolutely flying. Let's just have a look in the pits. They haven't moved yet. Oh, I think TSR Piola's had a problem because he's reversing. So maybe he didn't quite get the click. So yeah, that could, wow, he's done it. He has done it.
So that Guitar Dude has jumped Uni Clark, hasn't he, Bailey?
And who else? TSR Piola?
And well, he was ahead of TSR anyway.
Yeah.
But he was having a good battle with Uni Clark, and he's absolutely
smashed that. Yeah.
Smashed the pit stop window. Yeah, he's a good 5 seconds ahead of it now by my calculations. We'll wait for the timing screens to update, but Uni Clark is some way away.
MFX saying in the chat, Piolo had possibly, well I watched it and I reacted to it, maybe a pit bug, meaning he didn't pick up the marker, so he didn't start his fueling.
Well, he's managed to fix it because he's in and out of the pit stop, so I'm not sure if he just wasn't in his pit box and he didn't.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Switch his engine off, yeah, so he's back out in P6 now, so he's only lost only a little bit of time, not too much time. He's still behind Uni Clark where he was before.
It's
going to be interesting now to see that Guitar Dude. I don't think he'll be able to gain those 10 seconds that Michael had in the lead.
No, Ben has pitted though in the Audi. Where's that Guitar Dude? If he's going to that final chicane,
yeah,
he's that
Guitar Dude's going to come out ahead of Ben Gallagher, so that one's in the bag.
Then you've got goalie, and then you've got the leader who's stayed out. And I think, on track, they're 15 seconds apart, which doesn't look too far when you look at it on the map. But that is the gap. Gotta watch just in case. there's any other battles, we've got Jimbo Horn in the Mercedes chasing down Science Gamer. And Ben Gallagher's still in his pit box. That's quite a long time. And he hasn't. Oh, he's moving now. He's moving. He's gonna get jumped, or he's gonna come out just in front of these two battling, which is not ideal. Oh no, he's out quite clear actually, to be fair.
Sorry, Bailey, I just missed that for a second. Then I'm back with you now.
It's all good. So, just monitoring the situation with that guitar dude, and the leader does pit. So Michael is in the pits.
So yeah, like ILRT SV5 is mentioned, some of the guys have made pit stops for tyres and some haven't.
Yeah, depending
so
how long.
Very interesting.
So we were unfortunate to miss the start, weren't we, Simon? And it seems that Prozac did have trouble at the start, hence why he's not racing.
Oh no, that's such a shame. Oh,
so possibly a crash.
I did wonder why he was in the pits
so long. Yeah.
So Michael's definitely kept his lead still, but that guitar dude,
is he going to get second?
He's just come across the start. So he's just entering turn 1 now. Like just gone round turn 2 and 3, so he's still going to be roughly 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah, but that guitar dude's jumped goalie as well.
But more importantly, goalie has jumped Uni Clark and TSR, I believe.
Wow, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, so he made that pit stop window work for him, and he's moved up to P3 now, Bailey.
I think it's P2, Simon, because he got out in front of goalie, so... Yeah, if you look at the map...
Sorry, yeah, the running order is Michael in P1, that guitar dude P2, and goalie is up to P3. It's just the timing screens haven't updated for me anyway.
Oh, now it has, yeah. And so that guitar dude only 9 seconds behind Michael, and we know how fast he's been. I wonder if he can pressurise the leader. That guitar dude.
And it's been an absolutely fantastic recovery drive from goalie then. He's up into P3, he was down P8 on the opening lap, Bailey, so he's had a fantastic race to move himself back up into the podium positions.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of an unlucky pit for TSR, who was having a fantastic race as well. He's still in P5,
yeah,
but he's now 22 seconds away from Uni Clark, so he lost a lot of time in that pit stop window.
Someone who's been giving us loads of entertainment is Evan IRL, and he's battling yet again with Science Gamer, who we got in front of.
Yeah, so we got a good few battles developing throughout the field then, with these 17 runners and riders.
Oh, he's gone down the inside, sorry.
Is...
He's gone down the inside. Has he made the move? He has made the move stick. That's an awkward place to put it. He did put the Lexus off his line, and he's got the move done. Sorry.
No, yeah, I was watching that as well. That was a fantastic move, it must be said.
Yeah.
As they go down the back straight now, the Lexus is looking for a move back up the inside. He hasn't got the legs, he has to tuck in behind the Bentley then. It's probably going to have another go if he gets a good exit now on the final turn.
I'll have to
stay on board with Evan to see if he can fight back on Science Gamer.
Yeah, just that last chicane, Simon, is so fast. It's unreal. You need to carry so much speed through there. So there's no wonder why we're seeing the back ends of some of these cars flying out in there. especially in these weather conditions.
Well, that's the thing, in these sort of conditions is very much you just got to be brave on the brakes, brave on your cornering, brave on acceleration, and it basically rewards you for how much you can... looking right round the outside is Evan. Is he going to get the move done then? He's going to have the inside line into the next turn. Wow, that's fantastic.
That was.
Roles reversed between those two then. Evan and Science Gamer around an absolutely fantastic battle this race. He sent it right round the outside. I don't think Science Gamer was expecting that then. He was caught napping because Evan made that look so easy.
He did. Looked so smooth and lots of grip, which I don't think he does have. That guitar dude is really pulling that gap down. He's 7.5 seconds.
16 minutes remaining. That's going to be quite some gap if he wants to pull that down, Bailey.
That is, yeah.
So I'll just run through the runners and riders then. We've got 15 minutes remaining. Michael has pretty much been unchallenged in the lead of this race. He's completed 21 laps. He is on lap number 22 and he has a 7.5 second advantage over that guitar dude who made his pit stop strategy work to his advantage because he was able to jump Uniclark and Goalie. So Goalie there sits in third after falling down the field early on, and he's had a fantastic recovery drive, executed his pit stop, and he's back up into the podium positions. Uniclark there in fourth place was running second for a long time, as TSR is quite a way back after problems in the pit stop window, but he does sit in P5 after holding a podium position early on. Ben Galler having a fantastic race in P6. He's closely followed by Chris Pisuk, how would you say that? Pisuk, yeah. Chris Pisuk in P7. Jimmy Boyhorn is holding P8. Naka is in P9, and Evan, after a fantastic move right round the outside on Science Gamer, is
hold your horses, Simon.
The top 10.
TSR Jimmy has told us that it's actually pronounced, or the driver pronounces it, Scene Chatto. So Scene Chatto gamer, sorry. That's we've been told off in the chat.